Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars, should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
First in the building. Big blunts and boxing on deck. You already know what it is. WCS back on the boulevard. Salute to the supporters. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Always love. You already know. We back at it with another one, man. Young man's game on deck in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, a.k.a. Mr. Sucker Free on deck. Let's go, Hot Grease. Salute. Shout out to Haynes Legacy, man. One love to your family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and yours, man. Hopefully y'all doing great. You know what I'm saying? It's what? We almost at the weekend, man. We almost at the weekend. That's all I gotta say. You know, one more day. And then we get to enjoy our 3 days of glory and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? We get to, well, I'll say half, 2.5. Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday. That's if you get the weekends off. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know? So hit the like button if you feel the need to do so. Let's get down to some crippling news. You know what I'm saying? I seen where Young man's game say here to hear Big Blunt say he told us so. Well, I don't know exactly what you're speaking on there, young man's game, but there has to be some type of correction. There has not been confirmation yet. And the reason why I'm saying that, game, is Blunt's has been at bat before. And I know there's 3 strikes in Major League. But on this level right here, he would be on strike number 15, 16.5, 0.3, 4, 18. The man has co-signed on various dates and couldn't even get a bunt. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just got to say, hey, back in the dugout. Back in the dugout. No, you're not doing it. It's just July date that's coming up. The fight date, for some apparent reason, has people scrambling again. I figured it out, though. WCS has figured this all out. The boxing community love dysfunctional relationships. I swear. They love that internal domestic violence. They love to be beat on with this fake news. They love it. Real talk, they love it. They know it stings, but they got to go back to it. They don't even let the Band-Aid stay on, man. They do self-harm. They know something doesn't seem right, and they go right back to it over and over and over again, man. So all of a sudden, Frank Martin had mentioned several months ago that he was going to fight in July, and the detail seems like he's going to be on the undercard of one of his stablemates. You know, he's signed to Errol Spence Jr. So therefore, people are putting the pieces together, or they're trying to say that July 15th, go ahead and book your room. Go ahead, get that room, shawty. This is the date that's been confirmed. You know what I'm saying? This is the date. Unlike the other dates, this date right here is sticking. This date right here is sticking. Now, how many dates do we have to go through in 23? Because we already at our quota. See, last year, April, you couldn't put a date out there in the first semester of the year because Errol Spence was stepping in with Dennis Ugas, right? So we had to let that slide off, brush it off, ignore it. Then all these dates start flowing in. All these dates start flowing in afterwards, man. June 4th, September 4th was going to be the announcement dates. October was going to be a date that they fight. November was going to be a date. And then December. The crazy part about it, Frank Martin is also a repeat offender because supposedly Errol Spence was going to be the main event on Frank Martin's December card of 22. Say I'm lying. So he go in there and get that win over Michelle Rivera. Respectable win. Yes, sir. Shut him down. Respectable win. But one person I didn't see in the building, y'all, I didn't see Errol Spence in the ring getting the fighter's introduction. I did not see it. You didn't see it. I didn't see it. So we get to 23. and you know, we got people that's really strapped in on that bandwagon. They got them 2 Shetland ponies up front, and they trying to go uphill with this. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to go up the hill with it. Giddy up. Die. Let's go. We're getting to the promised land. Let's go. This is it. Die. They slapping the hell out of them Shetland ponies. They're trying to convince people that 23 February might just be a date. February might be the date because, you know, leaked audio and everything that happened. Okay, you already been through the spaghetti, right? So we keep on moving, you know, talks on deck. And, you know, I got to let Blunts know. Blunts was a pioneer pushing this from the front. Blunts was on here like, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. No doubt about it. This is going down. It's going down. I told you. It's going down. Like this year alone in 23, I believe we had about four dates. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just lose count sometime. Spectrum. Somebody somehow supposedly leaked the Spectrum date. And everybody, I believe, you know, I got the notification on my phone. Blunts had dropped me another one, right? He said, it's going down. They leaked it. It's going down. It's going to happen. Come to find out, nobody else has heard anything else from Spectrum. We're not even in June yet. Nobody heard a date. So talk. You know, you hit a little chatter back and forth. Now all of a sudden, Frank Martin want to be the one who accidentally or so forth give a hint. You know what I'm saying? As to what the fight date may potentially be. So now, July 15th is July 5th because I put the thumbnail up there. Them rooms going for the Lolo, shawty. I just wanted to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be somewhat like PR or / travel agent. I want to help y'all book y'all rooms. I want to help you all book your rooms. Like you talking about a view, unlike anything you ever see. If this fight's going down, I think it's going down, and you all should take it for serious, like I am. That's why I gave you all the best hotels that you can find in the area that I believe the fight is going to happen in. And that's going to be Brazil. I think nobody's really tapped in that yet. The UFC go over there all the time and fight. For real, the UFC goes over there all the time and fight. I think right now we might potentially get boxing to go over to Brazil because the rooms are very, very cost effective. And you can get some very, I'm talking about luxury suites, y'all. Frank Martin already booked. All you got to do is look at it. Who doesn't want to stay in a place like that? Forget the 5-star. This is more like 8, 8.5, 9 tier. This is incredible. And see, you know what? We cool. You know, me and Blunt's cool, but Blunt's, he be sitting heavy. He be sitting heavy on the hood. You know what I'm saying? He be sitting heavy on the hood. And then when they let that thing go, you hear stand by, active, beep. That car goes forward right into the wall. And you hear the people go, you see the crash dummies go through the windshield. And I say, Blunt, stop it, bro. No, man, that didn't hurt as bad as it looked, man. I'm getting back in that motherfucker. Man, that didn't hurt as bad as it looked. But man, just wait for the date to be official. No, man. I like this, man. This gets you tough. I'm young. See, y'all old heads, y'all don't know nothing about this. But us young niggas, we know about this. I'm gonna get back in there, man. Once they set it up again, I'm getting back in there, man. The front seat. Bro, you really want to do the front seat again? No seatbelt? Yes. Man, I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man. That date gonna happen, man. This is gonna toughen me up. Each and every time I'm disappointed and let down, the date doesn't happen. I think about this right here. Only a select few can be a crash dummy. For real, only a select few. And you talking about no seatbelts too? In the front, not the back. Man, come on, man. I'm bound to get strength off this. Leave me alone, man. July 15th is what it is, man. Y'all need to get on board. Well, let's just answer this for me though. What if the fight date doesn't get announced for July 15th? My brother, what are you gonna do? You're still young in life, and you're taking all this CTE, this trauma to the brain, dog. Like, how are you gonna extend your life doing this? I ain't thinking about that. I'm young, man. I'll recover, man. You want to try it? No, no, I don't want to try that. I don't want to try that, man. It ain't bad as you think, man. A little ice, put some ice in there, man. Hit me one, I'm good. Ayahuasca cannot fuck with this, bro. The trauma takes you to a place that you never thought. Like, you ain't conscious, but when you unconscious, that shit is just amazing. I wake up from that. Luckily, I ain't stay in that sleep. I wake up, I hit one, I'm good. I be who I be. What's good, man? I'm serious, man. Frank Martin is now the plug. Frank Martin has people reporting that the fight date is July 15th. I don't know what to say anymore. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm not taking it serious, but I know a lot of people that is. You know what I'm saying? I remember people that was hitting me in the DM talking about, hey, man, you should go ahead and book your room in Vegas. This was last year. I say, for what? Man, the fight's happening. The fight's happening, man. It's happening. I remember hearing the grumpy man himself, Ricky. You know, Ricky get on there. Hey, man, the fight happening. Didn't know shit. The fight didn't come close to happening. But now another rumor has hit the airwaves that Spence Crawford potentially is July 15th. Now, I always have to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. All I'm saying is I haven't heard anything, nor have I seen, nor can I verify. I'm tired of these fighters talking in cryptic messages and you have grown ass adults on the YTC that's willing to run with it. They don't care what other people think. They just willing to freaking drop the news, and they don't care what you got to say. They pretty much saying, if you dumb enough to believe what I'm talking about, I never said it was scripture. You did. You come to my channel. I don't come to yours. They have that mentality. But how much trauma do we have to take, bro? How much trauma is it? Golden on deck. What's good with it, Mr. Golden? How you feeling, bro? What's good? Frank Martin had everybody convinced. Then he came out and put that shit to bed. That's what I keep on telling you, man. People are not going to speak up about it. But these fighters are getting on these fighters are picking up learned behavior, bro, of putting information out there and get a reaction and see who will, look, it's always somebody different that comes out of the woodwork that you weren't expecting that makes it even much more dangerous, because people say, okay, that's unusual for that person. So let him put it out there. Let him, it's so much desperation out here. Let him or her put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Let him or her put it out there. It still brings attention to the fight. And then they feel they don't have to answer to nobody. So when they see the YTC scrambling around, right, they just laugh. They just say, look at how many views it got. They say, look at how many views it got. Look how many times it's been retweeted. Look at that. July 15th. Oh, man. Do you notice how they've been keeping attention, free promo on Crawford Spence the entire year 2023? Like Timothy Smith didn't come out at the beginning of this year and say that we don't want to insult him, and we already know the money or pretty much what we have to offer, it's not going to be enough. He didn't come out. He did that last year. This year, it's been a leaked phone conversation. When did it come out? January, right? This time they used Steven Espinosa to come out with Errol Spence on the line. Have we ever had or heard another leaked conversation prior to or during this year besides that? How all of a sudden that shit hits the airwaves and Spence is on there talking about who he don't want to fight, when he's supposed to be scheduled to fight Keith Thurman, which was another, in my opinion, another ploy just to get attention to the fighters. He's gonna fight Keith Thurman at 154, and then depending on how Keith Thurman looked, on where they put him in the rankings. Have you ever heard of some goddamn spore, salmonella, egg yolk, goddamn gonorrhea type shit, man? Have you ever heard some stuff like that? When has a fighter been talking to the network president and he's being recorded and he's just sitting up there? I told Al I ain't want to fight him. I don't even like that dude. I told him I don't want to fight him, man. I don't want to fight that dude. I don't want to fight that dude. Have you ever heard a fighter talk in the manner for which he was dead, talking about what he don't want to do? It's still puzzling to this day, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Bill's Boot Camp on deck. What it do, Bill? G Royale on deck. What's good? He said, are you sure that Errol versus Bud is happening? Or is Frank Martin headlining his own card in July? Good question. But see, I would suggest that, Royale, that you basically present that question to Big Blunts in Boxing. Because Big Blunts in Boxing has been the FedEx of the Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight date. That is the FedEx right there. He's going around picking every lock. Anybody who want to go against it and don't agree, he picking the lock and say, okay, that's to open the door. Go ahead. No, go ahead up in there. That's where you're going to get the information. Okay. I don't work for free. Take your ass up in there and get that info. The fight is happening. I'm telling you, man. He stands firm on the fight happening. So we get the leak phone conversation for Espinosa. You know what I'm saying? We get Spence in there just ranting and venting. And then after that, down the line, we get people this, same guy that's in the media talking about, Crawford can't come back the same way he did before. It has to be something to change. He just can't lead us on. He was insinuating he just can't lead us on in negotiation or whatever the case may be, and try to make it seem like the culpability laid heavy in the ownership of Bud Crawford. So right there, us as fans, we was thinking that the negotiation has stopped. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We heard Steven Espinosa babble in the media, right? We thought negotiation was over, done. Then some tweets came out. You know what I'm saying? After Errol Spence beat Ugas, we seen all the tweets that went out. They were going back and forth. So it made it seem like to me, yeah, they had stopped talking. But in 23, Espinosa put it out there like, well, they never really stopped talking. And then I'm hearing something else like they've restarted. They restarted negotiations. So we heard 1 minute they stopped, and then the next they restarted. We've heard more of a voice heavy in the early part of this year in Steven Espinosa, man. He was just talking so much. He was doing interview after interview, and there was a lot of contradiction in his interview. And I believe we haven't got any further than that. So, not to mention, I think Blunts was on here too. Shout out to my guy Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shaw. What I missed was checking out another fixed debate. Hey man, talk your shit, talk. He said he was checking out another fixed debate. Man, how dare you use that F word, man? How dare you, bro? Shout out to the XO Factory in the building. Mr. Golden, what's good? What's good with the XO on deck? OG WCS, what's good, big bro? I'm on deck. Yes, sir. Salute to you, big dog. Appreciate you pulling up. Juice Lee in the building. Salute WCS and everyone in the chat. Hit the like. No doubt. Appreciate you, Juice. Salute to you, man. So I heard, like many others, that the fight was potentially going to be announced at Tank Garcia. Tank. We was hearing that the fight was going to be announced then. The fight was going to be announced at the big arena, the grand finale of Tank Garcia. And you know who went in there and shut that down? Once again, the president. He went in there and shut that down. He said, yeah, they're in talks, but they still have a long ways to go. It's not close to being finalized. And you know what? I seriously doubt that you would hear anything at the Davis Garcia fight. I mean, people was, oh my God, they was irate. They was like, again? We're not getting anything again after this fight date. We're not getting an announcement. What? Look, apart from what we heard in 2022, this date right here, April 22nd, it would have been awesome. I'm talking about, if you're talking about a setting, in my opinion, that was the right weather. You know what I'm saying? The right crowd, the right vibe. That would have been the fight to announce it. Yes, that would have been the fight right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That would have been the fight. But Mr. Espinosa shut it down. It broke the hearts once again. We're not talking about whole hearts. We're talking about parts that's already broken to pieces anyway. And they try to gorilla glue that shit back together. You know what I'm saying? Blood coming out of it. They don't care, man. They having problems breathing, all that shit. They don't care, bro. They love the punishment. So he shut that down. And I remember all the heat, all the buzz that was coming from that Spectrum date being leaked. So now all of a sudden, Since April XX came and went, you thought I forgot about you, Spence? Spence put out that April XX date, and it was dudes over here trying to troubleshoot it. You know what I'm saying? And it came up to nothing. We didn't hear nothing in April. April XX. It didn't hear nothing. It was just freaking teasers put out there. Now, Frank Martin throws another teaser out there, puppetizing the media, puppetizing the boxing fans. He leading people to think that July 15th is the date, people. That's what he's thinking. He believes July 15th. He led people to think July 15th was the freaking date, is the date, and it's different than all the other fake dates that we had already. To be honest with you, I don't know when this is going to stop. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news every time when I hear this. I want to come in here in a positive mind state. Shout out to Cam, one half of the Apostles on deck. Salute to your brother. Spence versus Crawford happening August 5th with Danny versus Laura on the undercard. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Why not just throw rocks, man? It's not, look, Cam. Why not throw rocks, bro? There's no window up there anymore. So whatever rocks you throw, man, it's gonna go right in the motherfucker, dog. Just throw rocks in that where the window used to be, man. You bound to hit something on the inside. You probably got a group of L-sexuals all cuddled up in there, nice and warm, and eat some rumble noodle soup. You know what I'm saying? You bound to hit something. But my question to y'all is, do y'all believe it's going to be July 15th? Do it fit into what your GPS would have had, your forecast? Do you believe that July 15th is a credible date? Seriously, I'm asking you all, do you believe that July 15th is a date that you say, okay, I give it a bit more weight than all the other dates that came by? This is a little bit heavier than usual. It balanced the scales differently. Do y'all think July 15th holds more weight than all the other dates that were supposed to happen? Like, you know, you got June 22nd. That was supposed to be on the leaked, you know what I'm saying? The Richard Nixon 3.0 Watergate date leak. I know June ain't here yet, but no one's talking about it. Do you think July 15th is definitely a more certified day for us to get the announcement of this fight? Tyrese on deck. What's good? Tyrese, I don't never troll, bro. Real talk. I don't ever. One thing I don't do, I don't troll now. I'll tell a story 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 7, 8, but I ain't trolling. I ain't trolling. If you follow me enough, I say, has the boxing guard spoken? Fight day. I said fight day, July 15th, Crawford Spence. Book your rooms ASAP. And the thumbnail has some of the best quality rooms that you will find. And you can allow your imagination to do the rest. That's all. If you think I'm trolling without looking at the thumbnail, come on, man. Come on. No, not me. But, you know, I look at it like this, right? Do any one of you all believe that the date is happening? You know what I'm saying? And what I don't understand, like, if you're not a regular over here, you finally show up asking questions when I don't see you asking questions on nobody else's freaking channel, return for whence you came. You know what I'm saying? Return from whence you came. Don't come over here barking no questions, man. And you're not even in my chat like that on the regularity. I know I can tell you everybody off the rip who comes over here all the time. But anyway, do y'all believe that July 15th holds any more weight than the previous days? If you had to name a punch for this freaking date, or name some type of movement for boxing, you know what I'm saying? Would it be a pull counter? Would it be a shoulder roll? A bob and weave? Would you have your guard up with a peekaboo because you ain't trying to deal with it no more? Or will it be a sucker punch when they're giving the instruction and you just swing on your opponent and you say, oh, I thought the fight had started? Would it be a fundamental jab? A bolo punch? Check hook? Left or right cross? What would it be when it comes to boxing? What do you think this is? You going to play defense or offense on it? I'm playing defense, bro. I have to play defense on this July 15th, bro. I don't feel it, man. I just don't feel it as if this date is legitimate. I wanted to be legit. You know what I'm saying? I went to Priceline and I already booked me like 5 rooms, man, connected to one another. You know, it'll take a little getting used to, but the Wi-Fi I think is like 256 megabytes. So the Wi-Fi is gonna be a little shaky trying to go live over there doing media, but I think I'm gonna be able to make it work. Go to Best Buy and get me a Wi-Fi booster. I think I may be able to do something over there, but yeah, it might be in Brazil. You know, if it's July 15th, they might try something different, bro. You think it'll be a shoe shine? Will it be the Mexican style? Or just feints? Will it be a hook to the body? Let me know, man. Or do you consider it to be just a rabbit punch? I'm just curious. I'm trying to find out what's on y'all mind about this July 15th date, because I don't want my chat to sit up here and get all conditioned for fake news. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Showtime. I see he did another short live on it. You know what I'm saying? Putting it out there. Be sure y'all check him out on IG, man. The brother got content flowing like a leaky faucet. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out. You know what I'm saying? Continue to do your thing, brother. I see you. I see you, man. Shout out to ITC Boxing, to you. Gooch in the building. One love to the Archbishop WCS. Keep cooking, fam. Salute to you, man. Both of the freaking apostles are on deck, man. Be sure to check out the debate. I usually don't. You know, I'm gonna say, hey, you have to go to, you know, ITC Boxing, to you. They got a debate Monday. Cam got a debate Monday. You know what I'm saying? I would say definitely go check out the debate. It's gonna be over there. Knockdown 68 for you. You know what I'm saying? We dare to see a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Don't finish the fight early. I want to see knockdown after knockdown. So be sure you check out the brothers debate. It's gonna be on SPENCE and Bud, I think. So, you know, go over there and support, man. Go over there and support, man. You know, bring the heat, man. You know how light-skinned people need that tan. You know what I'm saying, Cam? You got to go over there willing to change him over and convert him. He playing both sides, Cam. He's applying for jobs that me and you can't get. But on the YTC, he act like he experiencing the same freaking pain and suffering that we have to go through. That man don't experience no racism over there. He perk up real quick. Excuse me, sir. You got me confused. Me and you both were Caucasian. Come on, guy. Come on. What led you to think that I was one of them? Come on. Now, let's talk about this. What sport do you like? Cricket? Croquet? What do you like? Table tennis? What are you talking about? Golf? I know you like some golf, man. I know you. I can imagine what type of clubs you got. Come on, man. That dude be over there getting into every freaking membership in golf that we can't. We go out there and put in. Hey, can I be a member? We don't have any more memberships available. but he's over there. I'm not snitching, but that guy right there, he's not Caucasian. I know, but he looked damn near close to it, so he can get away with a baseball cap on and a 3-button shirt and some Dockers. Yeah, he looks like one of us. So, buddy, please, hey, security, get him off of here, please. Buddy, don't come with his sons and get him out of here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not who you think it was. Continue to play. Okay, cool. Going to Barbados on July 15th. I hope it don't happen on that date. Knockdown 305. What's good? What's good with you, bro? Cam Edwards, you walking into a fixed fight Monday. Look, Cam, it's like this. Period. If I have, because the topic I'm speaking on is just, filler information. You know what I'm saying? The July 15th date, if it happened, I would absolutely be on here first thing. You know what I'm saying? In 2026, and I will apologize. I would absolutely apologize. You know what I'm saying? If that date is announced real soon that they may potentially fight in July, I will no doubt get back on here and say, you know what? First time it happened, shame on you. The second, third, fourth, 15th, 20th, 26, 27, 34, 37 and a half, 38, 40th time, shame on me. Shame on me if I let that shit continue to goddamn be a part of my life, man. Shame on me. I will have to get on here and apologize. Real talk. I just have to get on here and admit to it to what it is. But let me tell Cam what he needs to do, man. Cam already has a mentality, and he's hungry. You can tell he's hungry and motivated to get over there and prove a point when it comes to this boxing talk. But let us briefly, just like Showtime said, it's different now that you have entered the panel. It's different. You have entered the panel as the op. You have entered the panel as Team Crawford. So therefore, the resistance is going to be at an all-time high. That Cam, they're not going to give a damn whether you or Gooch is the apostles. They're not going to care, because what they're going to try to do is nail you to the cross while it's on fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to try to do. And how they're going to do it is they're going to arrange and put people in certain positions on the panel. I've never seen so many fixed debates. I've never seen someone shut down a debate series and start up another one, but now you got to pay to see the fixed fights. Dude, Cam, you can go over there and handle business as long as you don't let the chat be your center of attention. Don't give a damn about the chat, bro. If I was you, I wouldn't even look in the chat, because if you are looking in the chat on what's trying to go on and see who's in there that you know, bro, you're going to lose focus. I ain't gonna lie. From what I understand, you got 10 minutes to answer the question, and then you got another motherfucking 3 days to rebuttal. You're going to have to stay focused, because it's going to be a long time where you're going to have to wait. And then as you go, you're going to have to go, and then you're going to have to wait on the rebuttal, and then your rebuttal, and then the second round. Same thing. Eat, sleep, repeat. Third, you're going to have to just sustain your energy. Now, it was somebody over there that told Wayne Talk that, hey, man, you need to get more energy. See, let me tell you something about energy. Most of the people I learned something from, they wasn't yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to yell to teach me something. For somebody to say that you have to be graded on your energy when you're actually talking boxing knowledge shows how people have stayed around certain areas too long. Nobody shouldn't have to yell at you. You're a grown-ass adult. They're used to going in there and listening to certain people yell and scream for what? It's not like you have a body double. That's your body. That's your stress. That's your blood pressure. That's what you got going on. But he said, hey, you gotta pick up. It's just like we was being in the classroom. See, the classroom is where you're supposed to learn. But I guess that's not the case for certain people. All I'm saying is, bro, just stay focused and stay in line with what you got. Stay focused to listen to what he has to say. I don't know how long you've been listening to him, but I know a lot of what his go-to is, especially with this. You know what I'm saying? Don't be distracted if you don't get the first or the second round or the third round. Don't be distracted because that's what they want to happen. They want you the freaking get distracted on a round that you won. They want you to get frustrated. And then when the second round come around, you thinking about the first. Don't do it. Just expect to get off. That's all. Unload your boxing knowledge. That's all you there for. You can't persuade those influence, those biased individuals over there, bro. Just go over there and make sure you listen to what he's talking about and then be able to deliver what you have to say. And also, it's always good to pick out some points that he made in the rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? Answer the question first round. And then when you're in the rebuttal, make sure you pick out some points if you go first. You know what I'm saying? You might be going first the whole entire debate. I'm just putting it out there. You might go first, bro. But represent, bro. Represent for the Apostles, aka the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys have returned with the tables. So you have to go in there with that Dudley Boy energy, bro. They got some legendary matches. You got to go in there that Dudley Boy energy, Cam. Big Blunt say this date seems more like a rabbit punch. I think July 29th is going to be it. See, Blunt's, hey, Tyrese, if you want to look at somebody who be trolling on the sly, Blunts be the troller. Real talk. Blunts be the troller. He be trolling, man. For real. He tried to make that shit seem like it's legit. You know what I'm saying? He be the one trolling, man. Real talk. Shout out to Andrew Charles in the building. You already know where the F my mind is at on this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm glad you put the freaking syllable up there, Andrew, instead of just spelling the word out like some people. They got to spell it out every time they put it up there. I got to make sure I check my banned words too. I need to redo my list, man. I need to make sure I look at special characters. People getting creative. D-Ray Promotions on deck. What they do, D-Ray? Cam say, yeah, I know all the fix is already in. Bro, all I'm saying is, just don't pay attention to the judges when you pretty much put it out there, but yet they're not giving you credit for what you did say. And you have to understand that 10 rounds is a long time. Like, if you used to doing live streams and entertaining the audience by yourself, you'll do better with 10 minutes. But 10 minutes is not that you have to use the full 10 minutes, bro. It's how you utilize the time management within the 10 minutes. You don't have to go the full 10. F that, man. You don't have to do that. You drop what you got to drop, and then you let them go. You get to the rebuttal. Why should you go up there and start off strong, and then now you're just trying to find words to say just because you're trying to feel and hear somebody say 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes until boarding. I mean, let it go, man. If you done, get up out of there. Rest your mind, bro. The second and third round, definitely turn up. I'm saying that's where you got to reach over there and hit that button, that NOS, and goddamn turn up, man. He got the complexion for the connection to receive the protection. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to go in there fully aware that there's a lot of clubs that if you and him walked up there together, you would not be able to get in there, Cam. You would never receive membership. I don't care how proper you talk. I don't care if you had on a full button shirt with a tie and a full suit that matches, blazer and trousers, fresh haircut, you would not get in. And not to mention, he could be beside you, right? With some dusty ass corduroys on and a white beater and a straw hat with a piece of straw out his mouth. Say, I'm just here to play golf. Okay, sir, come on with us. Hey, you, no. Not this club here. Beat it. But you, sir, come on in. What ranch you from? Oh, I don't own no ranch. I just like the attire. You know, I just thought I'd put on a straw hat because it always get me in the club. You such a funny guy. I never thought of that. So you don't have no ranch? I never worked a farmhand in my life, but I say, hey, I'm gonna come up here today and get this membership, and maybe I'll come back by with my buddies and do a a 9-hole. You know, how big is this golf course? Don't matter. There's enough holes. Don't worry about it. We got you. It's free drink on us since you're a new member for the first time. Okay. I'm telling you, man, that dude to get in, you would not. You have to go over there believing that it's certain things the civil rights leaders back in the day had to go through, Cam. You have to treat yourself like you're Dr. Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about those civil rights leaders who had to fight. Because that he got the complexion for the connection, for the protection. And the chat is going to show you that. You can't pay attention to that. They're going to start calling you all sorts of names in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? But be focused, bro. Stay focused. Stay focused. I would make sure I go over. I wouldn't try to freestyle it. I will make sure I hit the points that you need so you can go over there and represent for the apostles, man, because it's going to get disrespectful. It's going to become provoking. You're going to say, are we still on the debate or are we getting personal? You got to, know what's popping over there, man. Go over there with the intentions to win, but understand that you may possibly hear people say some things that just don't make sense to you. No, there's nothing wrong with cricket. I like that sport, man. I like it. It's pretty cool, man. Interesting. If date is official, not in Vegas, don't think Bud is fighting in Texas. I haven't seen anything. Like I always speak to my guy Trick, and he pretty much stays consistent with calling Vegas and see if they have anything locked on, and they haven't had anything locked on. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything for Spence Crawford locked on. They don't know who we are. Why wouldn't they tell us? They'll say the network don't have anything locked on. It's not a fight locked on for that date. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So how are we supposed to believe that this July 15th date is happening and people that have access, you have access to call up there and see if this fight is actually happening? Showtime say, you don't have to apologize. Be like, Blue, come on and say, so what? I was wrong. hey, so what? I was wrong. So what? You know what I'm saying? So what? Hey, humans, we our repair sometimes happen internally and people don't know exactly how damaged we were to begin with. So a lot of it, certain people don't show it on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? They don't let what's going on the inside resonate to someone that's on the outside. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, for real. Hey, I'm wishing you nothing but the best, Cam. Man, represent for the apostles, bro. Represent. The weekend gonna seem like it's gonna fly by, but make sure you do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Look at some other debates. I mean, look at it this way, bro. It looks like he's gonna get back on the win streak tonight. I'm just saying, from the way it looked, It looked like that's the first time I seen Wayne talk on that. Shout out to him, man. He was making some valid points. And it looked like he's going to be back on the win. Well, he's going to be in the win column, not a streak. Okay, he's going to be back in the win column. I think if you put it there, he's like 1 out of his last 14, I think. He's 1-14 right now. So I'm looking at him like the Donnie Pendleton or the Reggie Strickland. You know what I'm saying? The boxing debates right now. Cam, don't even look in the chat. Don't look in the chat, Cam. Because you're going to see some things, and then you're going to want to address them fools in the chat. And you're going to say, man, I want this debate to be over now. Now I want to go get in the chat. Don't act like they ain't there, man. Don't even peek in the chat, bro. Oh, on that day, and that day only, Cam gets the tables. Man, y'all got to bring the tables in there, man. Let them know, man. Let them know, man, how extreme it is. Let them know, bro. You got to bring the tables. The judges be different over there. I thought amateur boxing was bad until that debate series. For real. And look, now, you know, he convinced the people that it's over. The TKO, you know, series is over. It's done. Now, I'm going to bring in the super series of TKO debates. But you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. And then not only that, you got to understand one thing that, Cam, if you ever think to get in this tournament, that he's going to be, supposedly he get a first round tourney bye. He don't have to go through the first part of the tournament. He's going to be the deciding factor for every debate. He's going to be the judge and the deciding factor. If that ain't some shenanigans, man, I'm talking about, if that ain't then capital fix, I don't know. He's going to be over there. He's going to be the deciding factor. He's going to be over everything. And he's convincing people that it's going to be fair. Okay, I got it. I got it. You're going to be a part of it. How can you be a part of a super debate series and you was on a losing streak? How does that work? Oh, he might be the Rolly Romero of freaking debates. You can get knocked out over and over again, and then you get a touch. I got it. Shanu said the judges be different. I thought amateur boxing was bad until the debate series is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Amateur boxing. I don't know why people want to stay in the amateur so long. Them boys be getting robbed. I feel bad for them. When they start robbing them Cincinnati fighters down here, oh my God. I feel bad for the youngest, man. I felt bad for him, bro. And I was shooting the fight. Shout out to Cincinnati, man. Them boys came down here representing for real. And I'm seeing some of them youngins turn professional now. It's crazy. The judges over there remind me of the ref for the Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, dog, what? Same complexion. You know what I'm saying? God dang. Deep down inside, boy, they want to be invited. For real. They want to be invited. Real talk. But man, when you want to talk about telling somebody stop turning the fighter, they might tell you, Cam, stop looking at the chat. Stop looking at the chat, man. I see your eyes. Stop paying attention to the chat. You got to stay focused, big dog. Stay focused. You know, stay focused on the topic. You know, pick out the little bits and pieces. You know, if you listen to him long enough, he retreads the same shit all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to go over there with a warrior spirit, bro. Dogmatic in nature. You know what I'm saying? Very methodical. You got to, bro. Put them back in the losing column. Exo, you know I'm here getting some knowledge. I'm just telling how y'all brothers got to go over there, man. I know I haven't went over there to debate. It's a reason beyond this as to why I won't debate that dude. or his BFF. Sir Senior on deck, what's good? Look, you put all the time and the effort to go debate only to get robbed in the end. What's the purpose? For people to write in the chat and try to say all this stuff about, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a fair game anyway. And plus, you know, when somebody give you your number and you call them up and they act like, hey, who is this? You tell them 3 times, WCS, they say, who? They playing little kitty games, man. Fuck that. I ain't got nothing to say to you. And then try to text me and lecture me 2 days later. This nigga try to text me and lecture me. That phone call you tried to make, you should have did that when you was up there talking about me and saying what you were saying, critiquing my debates. This nigga try to call up me now. I'm old enough to be this dude's daddy. This dude could call me up and try to lecture me, man. Hey, no, he gonna text me. He gonna send me a text and try to lecture me. Get out of here. Kick rocks. Showtime say, go steal a purse or something. Go snatch a purse or something, man. I'm starting to open the arguments down. O2 on the cars. Oh shit! He said he started opening arguments. O2 on the card. Hey, see, now you snapping in, Cam. Now you snapping in. You already setting the tone for what it's gonna be. That's all you have to do. You have to go over there with the best intentions. You have to be motivated, hungry, driven. You have to keep the energy level to the point where you're able to keep it going, roll it. You know what I'm saying? Keep the fluidity going, with what you have to say about the question. And also doing rebuttal. It depends on whether you're going first or second. Over there, you'll probably be going first all 3 rounds, dog. You know what I'm saying? So still, you can still get ahead. You know, sometimes it's real good to go first. You know what I'm saying? So you make sure you clean up real nice and make it difficult for them to go behind you. That's all. That's all. That's the only thing about it. You go over there, man. You went over there. You set the tone. You call them out for the propaganda. Now you have to go over there and represent for the Dudley boys, man. You can't just bring the Dudley boys back into play without somebody getting slammed on the table, man. For real. You can't bring them out like that, bro. Without letting them tables do the talking. What about a good robbery? I mean, what's boxing without a good robbery? Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to prevent people from being accustomed to taking damage in boxing. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about hit or not get hit. But damn, sometimes when you get hit, it doesn't have to be physical. All these fake dates is coming out. That's mental stuff. You hear about brainwash. You hear about, psychological depletion where people just breaking you down, man. With the same BS over and over and over again, just breaking down, getting your hopes up so high, you know what I'm saying? You're full of anxiety and everything, only to be let down. After a while, man, you should catch on. You need impartial judge if you lost before the debate start. Still, it's good for experience, man. It's good for the experience. When you show up, you definitely got to go over there and make your attendance known. If you saying you want to debate, then he definitely had to show up and be in attendance. That's all. But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cam. You don't owe that nigga nothing. You don't owe him nothing. I'm just saying. You owes him nothing. Hey, them females will be biased. Hey, listen, first of all, Blunts. I don't know if you paid attention to what's going on, but it is some females already on the panel. That's the problem. They look one way, but you can figure it out. They look one way, but we already know what's inside. Period. King Mitch, what's good? Salute to you on deck. Let's be clear. I swear I haven't. Let me see. I swear I haven't seen KO win a debate yet, and he got skunked tonight. Yet they gave him every round. They gave him every round because they had to get him back on the win streak. Look, this is the deal. Let me give you a little bit more of that Grey Poupon. See, in order for him to get his super series going, they had to put him back in the win column. You know what I'm saying? They had the little meeting behind the scene. They say, hey, man, in order for people to just really support, what I got going on, man, I need for y'all to get me back in the green. Now, I need for you all to be more thorough when you're explaining who won the round and make it believable. You understand that? I need for y'all to step up, and then I'll shoot you a little bit on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I'll just shoot you a little back on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Make you right. Because it's the grand prize is like $3,000. It's enough money for everybody. I got you. Matter of fact, y'all send me your cash apps. I'm gonna put a little something in your cash apps. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, because we got that dude, Cam coming over here. I'll put you a little bit in the cash app, man. Tell everybody to show up to the chat. Get disrespectful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. We're gonna make these niggas understand they ain't gonna never come over here again. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, man, if I look out of respect, if I could be a judge if I wanted to, right? Out of respect, not to take away your moment, but there'll probably be too many people on the panel, and me being a judge, that they don't have enough discipline or tact not to say anything to me. I just don't want to mess up your moment, and then they do what they want to do. They want to mute me and kick me off the panel. You know what I'm saying? To bring somebody else up there. I don't want to do that, bro. I don't want to ruin your moment. That's your moment, bro. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. The OG on deck. What's good with it, Bruce? Hey, somebody step up and be a judge over there, man. They mentioned Showtime, but man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You gotta understand who's linked up. Who's linked up over there? They don't want Showtime over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because those are pro aerosexuals over there, and all they want to do is have somebody over there that really was linked up with the family, so they can hate on them. That's all. I'm blocked, so I can't be a judge. He blocked me a long time ago. Dang. I need to put that comment up there. Hey, y'all need to unblock this man so he can attend the debate and make comments in the chat, just like your audience be doing. Unblock this man. You know what I'm saying? So he can make comments in the chat now. You got to make it fair. You can't have them other weasels in the chat making all them comments, man. And listen, it's certain things I try to tell him, right? I said, stop putting the polls up there. He put the polls up there on purpose because the polls are always going to be extremely biased. You know what I'm saying? You got to look out for that, Cam. The polls are going to be up there. And those weasels in the chat is going to then vote on the poll. And it's always going to be biased in his favor. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't even pay no attention to it. Real talk. I wouldn't pay no attention to it. But I suggested, I said, man, you shouldn't have no polls up there. You shouldn't have no polls. But you think he's going to listen to me? I'm actually giving some game, man. I'm trying to get a dude some game. But anyway, I like the boxing talk, but the debate format was BS. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? The boxing talk was, it's cool. But when you're having a debate and it's just too many people up there that's faking it, they know who they're going to give the round to, even though the round don't supposed to go to the person. It depends on who's on the panel as judges. It turns into a bunch of BS, bro. Yeah, man. That's gonna be in Brazil, bro. I already unlocked on 3 rooms for $6.23. That's with taxes there, Mitch. That's with taxes, but it's no AC. And you gotta purchase your own bug repellent. But hey, besides everything else, man, they say you don't even need a freaking stove in there. Whatever meat or food you got, just let it sit out there. It'll heat up itself. And then, you might have a couple of bugs in there, but they've been eating them so long, it's nutrition. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Cam, is there anything bother testing for the debate? Talk to him, Toby. Don't be over here starting that now. Stop dropping them gems all over the floor now. I'm saying, don't put them nuggets out there. That's a good one. I like it. Cam. That's a one you should put in the clip. You know what I'm saying? This right here, Cam. You should put this in the clip, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that comment down. Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. That there go a little nugget for you there, Cam, that Toby put up there. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. That might want to be your opening. No, I wouldn't put it in the opener. I'll say that one. You know what I'm saying? To the right time. Simply, we just don't know if he's clean. We're not talking about clean Irish Spring. No, we're talking about clean internally. You know what I'm saying? The bloodstream. That's what we want to know. Everybody thought it was the date because Frank announced his fight date. But Frank tweeted yesterday that he wouldn't air his people's fight date. Man, these fighters be playing games too, Blunts. We got to start holding them accountable. They be playing games too. They be putting out information. They're not innocent. All these fighters, I mean, it's not all the fighters, but some of these fighters ain't innocent, man, for putting out, false information just to see how catchy it can, bring attention for weeks. All they need is a week out of you. That's it. It's too many of them out there not to play the game. All they need is a week or two to keep people talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. The same outlets pick up on this and they talk about it. That's free promo. They didn't even have to send no paperwork or no contract now. They didn't even send a term sheet. Hey, we just letting you know this is how much we're going to pay you. You just spit these topics out and that's what we're going to pay you right there every day. All right. We're going to give you that back end money too. As far as how good the views are, we're going to give you that back end money too. They're not even sending you no paperwork, no nothing. They just get free labor, free promo out of the YTC. Frank Martin knew what he was doing. He going to try to come in here to my, come on, guys. Come on, already. Man, it's not like you violated the law. But you're not known to do this. Now you're finding out what you need to do for people to get attention to see if you're relevant. You're going to be relevant, Frank, because you with Errol Spence. You're going to be relevant because they're curious to know what's going on over there. So you're going to be relevant if you put some stuff out there like that. And you saw how people locked into it. Hey, Frank is learning the game. Real talk. He's learning the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's learning the game. And this was a perfect example on how Frank is learning the game. It's a perfect example. You can come up here and say, oh man, what are y'all talking about? I never would let that date out. So that's why is people attracted to it then? What's allowing them to gravitate to this? Because you are insinuating from an old, voice audio that you was gonna be fighting this date. And then people are trying to tie it in to you potentially be on the undercard of your promoter. So what you expect? What you expect was going to happen? They're going to take to the airways, man, and start doing live streams on it. That's exactly what you wanted. You wanted to go viral for a little bit, get the views up and everything, get the free promo and attention, and you did it. But that's where I'm at with it. Free promo, free games. You don't have to put a quarter in there. Free games. Real talk. This is exactly what you're going to get. Let me see. Cam says, so basically you saying KO is Danny Garcia, your Dennis Ugas of the base. Man, absolutely, man. You can tie them two together. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say Danny Garcia because he doesn't he don't have that complexion, to get the private golf membership. Not Danny Garcia. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know what Danny Garcia is, but no, not this dude. This dude straight up, man. Give him some focals. You know what I'm saying? Give him a golf cap, 3-button shirt polo, Docker shorts, some loafers. Oh man. They give him a 6-year membership for free. You know what I'm saying? And every year after that, only pay a nickel. For real, dog. Just bring more people, okay? You look like a good guy. You look like you was raised right. You got some college? I know you got some college. Yeah. I did my doctorates. Oh, you're a doctor. Wow. I knew it was something special about you. Yeah, that's the conversations they have. See, I go up there and ask for membership. Hold up. How did you hear about us? What's your record? I don't box, sir. No, criminal record. What is it? Something about you. It's just not right. I'm getting a little fearful. What's that in the bag? It's my golf clubs. Prove it. Dump them out. Security. Security. Get him off the property. He's not here to play golf. Every time we let one of these guys on here, they try to talk to our girls that's on there. Get them out of here. We can't have another one and get pregnant. Can't do it. But people, I didn't want to stay on here too long, man. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll definitely do it again. But like I said before, be sure y'all support, Cam with the Monday debate. You know what I'm saying? Support these brothers, the apostles. Support them over there. I'm gonna give you another disclaimer also. You go over there and I'm pretty sure he can say, well, don't block them, don't time them out. They still gonna do it. But still, go over there and support if you can. If you don't get blocked, say what you got to say, support of who you there to support. And then hopefully you're able to do it the entire debate, man. You know what I'm saying? But, support the brother. He's going over the enemy territory. You know what I'm saying? The battle space is biased. Real talk. The battle space is biased. I'm just putting it out there. But, hey, black people, we know how to rise in controversy. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be behind enemy lines over there. There's going to be a lot of people that you think look like you there, Cam, but they don't recognize you, bro. No, they don't recognize you. Real talk. But, man, y'all hold it down for real. As soon as I hear the name, they ask for credentials, then immediately pull the record. Hey, man, it's going to be some of the same stuff. If you look at his previous debates on Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, bro, you're going to hear it Monday. You're going to hear it Monday, bro. Look, I could have told you it was BS when you mentioned a car accident. And he said, how do you know that? You should have known the bullshit was going to come your way anyway. The man sit up there and you mentioned something that he admitted to. And he says it with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? That, how do you know that? They're not in denial. They're just liars. They're not in denial. They're just liars. They don't want to talk about things that's actually affecting this dude. You know what I'm saying? They have gag orders, man. They're in bed with this topic. So anybody asks you, say, how do you know that? How do you know that for sure? Then there you go. You know what I'm saying? But we got faith in you, big dog. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Make sure you work. You feel me? Shout out to everybody else that was on deck, man. Showtime Shot News Team Tucker. Don't forget, he has a fight coming up July 1st. If you don't know how he look in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is not one of his newer, but this is one that went viral before. Check it out. Hey, Cam, wave him back. Wave him to the ropes, Cam. Touch him up with a dang 4-piece. Pop, 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 pop. Slip the left. Pop him again. You know what I'm saying? Get him right. Give them that adjustment they looking for, that Cam. You know what I'm saying? Get them right, shout it. Get them right. Shout to Jihad, man. Hopefully all is well with training camp and all that. You know what I'm saying? For real. We looking forward to the next time you step in the ring, man. Y'all be sure to check him out. Who is Jihad Tucker on IG, man? Check him out. Support the brother. Go over there and support Showtime. You know what I'm saying? His content, his videos that he putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Check him out, man. He has a lot of content out there. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down. Support the channel. And always remember, they talking about December.
Bomb Squad!
Yes, sir.